Well, I want to thank you very much. Hello, Georgia. By the way, there's no way we lost Georgia. There's no way.
As the 45th president threw a hissy fit after losing the election, and his army of domestic terrorists stormed the Capitol, there is still a connection, a strong one at that, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, winners of Super Bowl 55. Tom Brady once donned a MAGA hat in his locker and posed for the cameras to show his interest. Ownership of the team belongs to the Glazer family, some of which are staunch Trump supporters. So much so that the Glazers held a rally for Donald Trump at Raymond James Stadium, the site of the Super Bowl. So much for keeping politics out of sports, right? Here's a direct injection of it via the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' billionaire owner.
So we don't need to touch politics. We don't need to touch politicians.
They can say this, and NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, in a closed-door meeting with NFL owners, can say they are staying out of politics, but look no further than Ed Glazer, one of Father Malcolm Glazer's sons, who donated $98,000 to Trump's campaign in 2016 and another $250,000 towards the president's inauguration. In 2018, Glazer, whose family also owns Manchester United, hosted a campaign fundraising event for Trump at his lavish Beverly Hills, California home. Attendees paid between $35,000 and $250,000 to attend, with the goal reportedly being to raise $5 million for Trump's re-election campaign. So the players like exiled quarterback Colin Kaepernick were told to shut up and play. Players like Michael Bennett were shunned for standing up for what is right and pure and true by white ownership in the NFL, mandated to remain apolitical or risk being cut. Roger Goodell passed a rule that required players to stand if they are on the field for the Star-Spangled Banner.
We, the National Football League, believe Black Lives Matter.
Basically saying, don't make your point known that racism is bad because it doesn't cater to our fan base. I mean, do we not see the sheer hypocrisy here in the NFL? They don't want athletes taking a silent knee, but on the flip side, they pour their money into a fake billionaire who incited an insurrection and wanted to overthrow democracy to make this country an autocracy.
Our policy is that you stand at the anthem. Toe on the line.
All in all, Ed Glazer and his wife Sherry have donated at least $1.7 million since 2016 to conservative committees, most of which were tied to either President Trump, Senator Mitch McConnell, or the Republican National Committee, according to FEC filings. Noteworthy, Glazer did donate to Hillary Clinton, but the Trump donation morphed it. The Trump donation was 10 times it. The Glazer family, however, is a house divided, to say the least. Avram Glazer and his wife Jill have donated more than $2.5 million to Dem causes and candidates since 2016. Avram also donated $25,000 to the Florida Democratic Party in 2020, according to state records. Joel Glazer also wrote $10,800 worth of checks to support Hillary Clinton and the Democratic National Committee in 2016, while Brian Glazer cut a check in 2018 to support Republican Rick Scott, who, by the way, voted to overthrow the Electoral College votes, and who is now Florida's junior senator. And here's the last thing. I'm sorry to burst your bubble if you were like, well, we gotta root for the Chiefs. The Chiefs have to beat the Bucks because of the Glazers. Look, in corporate America, it's a lose-lose. Norma Hunt and her son Clark help support dozens of Republican campaigns, including those of prominent senators Josh Hawley, yes, Josh Hawley, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, Ron Johnson, and the late John McCain. Again, lo and behold, lose-lose.